Hello, everybody. My name's Carola. I'm just doing a quick live on a few updates and a few things. I haven't been really wanting to do a live, but I thought it was time. So, because there's so much going on in this world. So, I'm going to just start off with changing the energy, as there's so much chaos in this world. Feel this beautiful energy going within you, changing your energy with love and kindness and a goddess energy. So I want to talk about a few little things. As we see a lot of uprising in this world, so I'm going to do a quick reading on it, because there is, like here in Australia, we just had our freedom rallies, which are awesome. Then we had unrest in Sri Lanka. Like everywhere you look, there's a big unrest. We just had the passing of the someone in the Commonwealth. So if we're going to talk about the Commonwealth quickly, so the Commonwealth is made up of basically around 23 countries, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And what this means for us having a king in, a very rich king, indeed. That's what it means. So with that said, is the Commonwealth, with all the countries, has to change their money system now with his face on it, if we keep into the money system, basically. So it has a lot of changes and a lot of infrastructure changes as well. They're the biggest landholders in the world and probably the richest people in the world with what they actually own. As the Commonwealth has a law that they still have rights to the land anywhere in the Commonwealth, apparently. If I'm wrong, forgive me, but that's my understanding of it. And with all the countries involved, like Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Jamaica, and the list goes on, South Africa, Pakistan, Nigeria, St. Lucia, Solomon Islands, Fiji. So all those countries, and obviously the other ones that are involved, are of the Commonwealth. So what does that mean? So I'm going to do a little bit of readings on it. Where will that lead us? Will it become, as we see, there's a lot of green movements for a cleaner planet, or is it just an agenda for them to control more? I feel in my heart of what I've watched the last couple of weeks is there's so much chaos and so much overreach in the political agendas, where they basically think they can do whatever they like and have no respect for us humans, which is nothing unusual. It's happened in history before many times. It happened in the Tartarian era, which it was totally wiped out, that we never knew that Tartarian sort of existed. I feel the Tartarian were taller people. They were much taller than us, because there's a lot of evidence. And then I did a channel going back on the orphan trains, and I believe all those kids were either put underground or, like they said, they spread them all over the world. Yet we still had really tall people in past history being born, which could be an offset of that generation as well. So there's so much history that's been lost and so much that they don't want us to know. And why is it? Is because when we see all these resets all the time, what are they actually resetting for? It wipes them out as well. So to me, this sounds a bit like stupid in a certain way, because it wipes them out as well. So what do they not get? Is it power hunger? Is it control? Is it? So we're going to do little bit dives on this. Okay, so I'm going to use my angel cards, the Angel Tarot. They're very nice cards, actually. I haven't used them in a while, so I wanted to use them. So I'm also a soul mender. I do a lot of readings from here and healings, obviously. I believe that as a human race that we need to start stepping up and stepping together and healing what actually needs healing, the karma of this planet, the way we move forward with everything, and that we need to become kinder and more loving to each other. That's my belief. I don't know what yours is, but you can go with that. I run a business from here called Soul Mender. I also have an oracle deck called Soul Mender, which will be printed next. I had one printing done, so I'm going to do, I liked it, so I'm just going to number it and then do the little book with it, so it's not far off. So that's all in the making, thank goodness. So we're going to go into what is the energy coming through with a king being sworn in. Beautiful. So we have the Nine of Wands, universal medicine, elevation of the soul. So we as a soul need to elevate and see it for what it is, what is coming to the future, basically, what secrets will be revealed. Then we have the Knight, intellectual richness. So as you know, that they're pretty rich anyway. And one of our lessons in the moment is to teach children to be more respectful, because I think we have sort of lost that. Hello. I'm good. How are you? Thank you for asking. The invocable God, justice makes truth known, court causes innocence to prevail. So I think a lot of things are coming to the future. These are the angel cards, okay, so you can see them, okay. So all preserving. So I think a lot of truth is going to hit. I think in October there's another big truth coming out, and in the future we're going to have truth bombs continuously until we decide to raise our vibration and decide how we're going to move forward. So it's a collective thing as well, because we have to wish everyone well and love in their heart. There's the Five of Swords, so there's a small destruction, a hold on things. There's a talk about money crashing as well. So there's a talk of house crashing. When you know the media is talking about it, you know it's already planned, okay? It doesn't just happen like that. They're planning it. So that's how they do things, okay? So nothing just happens spontaneously. It actually happens because they planned it. So that's what I'm saying. So the Six of Cups, God who stirs all man. So for us to raise our motivation and get really passionate about to do the right thing, everything falls and then we pick it back up, basically. That's the Six of Cups. We fill up the cups, overfill them. There's a lot of things happening. So transformation is on a way. So that's good to hear. Now, what will he transform? So as a human race, we need to have loyalty towards us. If we need to call the people that go and break the law, they need to be called out, okay? It's not okay. To me, it's not okay. No one's above the law. I don't care who they are, whether it's politicians, they need to be called out. Doesn't matter what department you work in, you swore an oath to protect and honour, and if you don't do that, you shouldn't be in that position. That's my belief. So we got that card coming up. So the Page of Pentacles. So the loyalty from the young ones need to reconcile their energy. There's a lot of scapegoating going on in righteousness in the moment. So that's what I feel. The King of Swords. So here he is. What is he planning? We'll let that future unfold. So that's the card of that. I think we need to go deep within in our God essence and trust ourselves and feel ourselves what's going on. And we have Archangel Gabriel here who reveals the truth and messages. And some of those messages are very destroying and disheartening to humanity because it's not what they want to hear in the moment. They're looking for a savior. The savior is actually you and you alone. It's just in case you didn't know that. So you are more powerful than you ever think. You're more unique, more empowering once we unite our consciousness and ourselves with everyone around us, if that makes sense. I'm going to go into the Snow White, the Cinderella syndromes, the Cinderella story. Why is it that a queen always poisons a young female? Okay, I always wonder that because it's very always they want to be above everything in the Cinderella movie and in the Snow White and some of the other movies with queens and princess in it, if you know what I mean. So what is going on with that? This reminds me of the movie I rewatched the other day with a friend of mine, Janine. Is we watched Death Becomes Her, and then I never realized how much they exposed in that movie. Like there was so they were looking for the Fountain of Youth, obviously, and they went to this clinic where there was actually one room that had blood running through tubes into a human being. You saw that quickly. And then when they went to this palace where this beautiful woman was offering them the Fountain of Youth, and after death they were still alive, basically. So that's what, as the story goes, is it was all about keeping yourself beautiful, but people need to see the beauty within and then see. You loved that movie. Yeah, it was funny, eh? But what it actually showed you is that no matter how, if you have an ugly heart, no potion will ever make you beautiful. You might have the looks, but not the beauty that comes from your heart. And then they were stuck with each other for the rest of the time. So it actually showed you a lot of different things. And when you really look at it, is enjoy who you are as you are. And you know what? Actually, eternal living on eternally is. It's through your family. You create children. You create that, and that's So yeah. Hello. So it's quite interesting. Yeah, and it was a great movie. The spray works though. Yeah, it was funny paint though. When you talk about it, in the end, when they talked about eternal life, it was actually through your family, that your heirs that you provide and stuff like that. And that was actually the big secret. So there was no other. It was quite funny, I thought. So yeah. Hi, Bright Star. How are you? All right. So now we're going to go into what is it with the syndrome and scapegoating in these movies with females. That's what I would like to know. It's to teach humanity a valuable lesson, actually. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah. So we're going into what all these movies actually teach us. They show us what goes on, plus they always show us that that we should learn from it because it has teaching behind it. There's some truth from it that we shouldn't throw each other under the bus and that we should accept everyone. We might not like someone, doesn't mean we have to love them, but we have to accept that as women, we need to stick together. And basically, the wheels are turning to the goddess energy. So that is really good to hear. We have the 9 of Wands, which is a bit of a darker energy. So women always being betrayed by the male energy as a darker energy because they can't understand females a lot of time because we're more of nurturers. They think more. So this is in the ancient days where deals were done. And this is females taking their power back and the financial role of knowing how to achieve things, basically. That's what I feel. It's really beautiful. And this is making the masculine and the female energy beautiful again, that they should, I feel that so much got lost by trying to put people into boxes and male energy into boxes, A male energy feels as well, and we need to allow them to feel, but we don't need to make this world crazy. And righteousness or scapegoating is, I think, it's really important that everyone knows their place of love in their heart, and everyone knows that they're going to be treated humane. And I think the judging has gone overboard because the male energy is drowning, even talking about movies like this. So they don't understand why people throw each other under the bus all the time, like unity is so much needed. So there's an ending coming, which I feel where we've been so tied up in all these dramas, and it's finally coming to an end, which is quite beautiful. And the male energy plays a part of it as a female energy. Even that the males have run and ruined everything for many years in a way, but we allow them. So we need to step up with hope, faith, and trust. And like in the Cinderella or Snow White stories, we need to call out evil when it is evil, whether it's a male or female. So that's all coming to an end. Like I said before, that's the Death card. Then we'll be juggling like we are in the moment. So everything is a juggle because we're all trying to find our right place. How do we go forward from this? How do we feel? How do we, with all the chaos around us and all the symbolism and all the, how can I say it, the, how we perceive things is we actually have to open up more and be kinder as well. So, and stop slaying everyone down. So like gossiping and things like that, that's what I feel. And in the moment, this is the energy that we feel, like the Hanged Man. And like in the Cinderella stories or the evil queens, is everything always turns upside down because it goes against them as well. So in the long run, does being evil pay off? No, it doesn't, because it always gets caught out one way or the other, whether it's in these times, in beautiful story times. Yeah, so hi, hey you, Himal. So in all that is, you can see that moving forward is so important. So I watched a show in Sri Lanka today where they have no rights whatsoever. So they have a new person in power, Prime Minister, President, whatever they are over there, and he's locking everyone up who goes to does freedom rallies and freedom fights for the freedom. How's that fair? Is we're going back to this mentality of the past, but has much really changed from the past? This is what we have to look at, is because we are in a system where we go to work, we pay all these taxes, and the taxes go up, and then the food goes up, and then the bank controls everything. But who controls all that? We have to look at that as well. Is it nice or not so nice? So, yeah. So, anyway, I want to talk about. I'm going live in a minute on Facebook. I'll be doing readings on there, live readings. So, be interesting. So, this is only going to be a short story today. How do we heal all that? So, I always believe healing is a magical journey of looking at our shadow, looking where we're going. I just pull some beautiful shadow. I've got many shadow cards. I just bought this one not long ago. It's very, very beautiful. So this is here in the design in Australia, by the way. It's cooked by Angel, by Rockpool, sorry. Cool. So the cards got this beautiful red, and then they have a beautiful snake. A snake is always transformation, gives you information. So I'm going to do a world reading on this. So where's our energy in the shadow? What are we learning, and how do we move out of the situations we're in? So let's have a look. Our first card, so this is going to be a 7-card read, is focus. All right, so there's a beautiful wolf there. Okay, and I'll go into that a bit more. It's Kusith. Then we have, there's many people feeling very lonely and disheartened in the moment, which is quite interesting. Then we have focus again, and this time it's a cat. 9 lives kind of cat. Cats, they always say they have 9 lives. Death and rebirth. Mischief, so I have fun. We've become too serious, obviously. Injustice, there's a lot of that going on in the moment. And the compassion, that I was talking about that before. And the last card is the journey. So that's the earth energy. So I'll just tune into this. So to me, what that actually means is to focus on the journey ahead in your consciousness, in your mind. Put nice things through your body. Be kind to yourself. Don't talk yourself down, because you need to learn that you're good enough for everything on this earth plane, and that you are so worthy of even being here. And we should expect this journey to be a real eye-opener in the moment, because there's so much going on. Okay, so it's quite interesting. The loneliness is, you need to find self-love, not to feel lonely. There is many people around us, but sometimes we do feel this loneliness. Then we have the focus card. So focus on what's going on around us. But if we get involved, not to be mean and nasty, but focus and get people to be aware of what's going on. Mischief is, do have a bit of fun in your life. That's for everyone worldwide. That changes the energy. If we're too serious all the time, we're easily swept back into fear. So if we have more fun and laughter and laugh at things, it's better. The injustice in the world is going to come to an end. And as we speak, it happens bit by bit. It doesn't happen all at once, because a lot of things will be exposed with this card. Okay, so, and that's where the compassion has to come in. And then see the journey for what it actually was and is. That's everyone's journey, my journey, your journey, and the world's journey of to be awake, that people can't just do what they feel like. It's not their planet. We're all visitors here. And the funny part is we all die. We all go into our soul essence. We all leave with nothing. You can't take all your riches with you, so it's no point hoarding it, or hoarding money, or trying to be the richest for hundreds and hundreds of years, because one day you're going to lose it anyway. So that's my opinion on that one. So I'm going to go because I'm going to do Facebook Live now, and I hope you enjoy this little stream. I'll be back doing the longer one on Thursday, where I'll deep dive in a lot of subjects that I was going to do tonight. But this world is very uncertain in the moment, very rogue, full of agendas. Just remember is the Gesara and Nesara of this world is the rich created it, and dragging us into and trying to pretend it's something, it's Gesara and Nesara. No, it was created by humanity and it's not real. So I always wanted to say that. And who actually is pulling the strings on the Gesara and Nesara? It definitely is not us. So, and the Commonwealth is called the Commonwealth for a reason. It's called taking money from the common and filling up their wealth. That's my transformation on that one. So I hope you have a lovely night and enjoy the rest of the week. And because it's Monday tomorrow, so with much love, have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.